Converses.
What was sort of the idea going into doing that song? Was it always sort of like is it based sort of like off like a horror sort of idea, or was it just sort of like something that you sort of wanted to experiment with in that kind of genre?
So before I'd even written the song or like had the video, I bought this like vampire slaying kit that I found at an antique store.
They sell
Uh
those?
yeah, and so like it was there. It's like this kind of little antique weird shop, and I saw it and I was like, I don't need it. I don't need it. And then I went home and I was like, called them going, please hold it. I need it. Like I couldn't stop
Wow.
thinking about it. So I had like a wooden stake and this like hammer. Was it around me?
Oh,
No,
please,
I
we
think
have
it's
to. Oh,
downstairs.
damn. One
Uh,
day we'll have to see it because that's like,
one
oh,
day.
wow. It
Yeah, but
exists. Surely
like
it exists.
yeah, it's so cool and it's like got the little like vials of like holy water and stuff and a Bible. And I just saw this and I was like, and this was when I was watching Supernatural again and also a bit of
Mm,
Buffy the Vampire
yes.
Slayer.
Oh, surely. Yep.
Um, yeah, and I was just like sitting there and I was like, I have to, this music video just came to my head and I planned this whole video and then I was like, oh, I have to actually write the song. So yeah, and it was also like I was going through like breakup blues and I was feeling very
Oh, yeah.
like sad and
Yep.
I needed like a song to bring me out of it and this kind
Mm,
of came out of that and then I feel like it just worked with the lyrics and the video idea I had.
mm.
Um yeah, but it definitely inspired by a lot of Buffy and horror kind of
Yeah, right.
things. Yeah.
That's really interesting. I'm wondering, like, because obviously you've written obviously more songs besides Villain, that I did have a look at before we started this chat.
Mhm.
But like, did you find it easier to write the song knowing you already had an idea for the video first before you actually had the track? Because a lot of times ours works the other way, where they write the track first and then they sort of decide the video afterwards. So did you sort of have, was that like an easier process for you to go through?
Yeah, I actually feel like it's how I write songs now in some ways.
Right.
Like it's weird. It's I just have this like me I'm really into all the visuals of a song
Mm.
before I write it. Um and I feel like for this one, I wrote it with you know Siobhan Cochrane. She's
I
a
don't
perf
actually. Please
girl.
do tell me.
Yeah, Siobhan, she's amazing.
Okay.
She and I wrote it and we sat down and we had like supernatural clips in the background and we're like, cool. And I was like, and we
Hell
have to
yeah.
like drive on the road and we need like this kind of driving song and it just kind of came out like that. I had these chords and yeah, it's definitely a different way to write, but
Mm.
I don't know. I think it works. It's my little thing now.
Well, I think it does too. Like it's as I said, it's such a good way, I think, to be able to like, you almost have the vision first and the story played out first. And then you sort of like, I
Mhm.
guess, fill in the gaps with like the song and the lyrics and like the progression and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think I think you've found a very good way. I don't know a lot of artists that write in that sort of manner. I haven't asked too
Hmm.
many of them, but now I'll definitely be asking
Yeah.
this as a question more often when I have guests on.
True.
But
Yes.
like, I think it's quite a fun way to write because I haven't written that way myself previously. But I mean, the
Hmm.
video in itself must have been incredibly fun, not only to obviously, come up with, but to shoot as well, because you're
Yeah.
in a few different locations and there's lots of blood and that kind of stuff. So that must have been incredibly exciting.
Oh, it was so fun. Like, I just love yeah, my director, Steph Senior, is just amazing. And she just our brains were just like on the same page all the time. And
Mm,
it's just so weird. I'm still not used to like there being so many people in the room when you're filming because I watch it and I'm like,
mm,
oh yeah, just the camera and me. And then,
mm.
you know, I'm doing these like scenes and I have to kind of like shut my embarrassment off because then they have like the lighting guy here and then like
Yeah.
all these people around and I'm like, yeah, but they're just watching. They're so good at what they do and they're not like judging you obviously. But
Mm.
yeah, no, but it was so fun and the blood was fun and it tasted yum. My
Oh, that's
make
you found some
I
tasty
was
blood?
yeah. No, she made it with like a glucose kind of syrup and just added red
Ah,
dye. So it was just like,
okay.
oh, sugary. Um,
Sweet.
yeah, I kind of wish I could just walk around with blood all day. Sounds a bit weird, but
Yeah.
I had it all down. I was like, oh, I just want to look like this all the time.